Okay. Give this a go. Hey, Stacy.
You're watching Tom Green Live.
How you doing, Stacy? Hoping you're doing okay. And you are the first here. Ariel, how you doing? Oh. Put my soon-to-be supervisor in the freezer? Did you murder somebody? I put my boss in the freezer, you know. Hey, Sun Wizard, what is up? Man. Came on a little late because I had a conversation with my dad and my brother. That was important, you know. Freezer spell. Oh, my God. Man, it's weird. Like, one of the things that's still stuck in my mind, really honestly, is just how important conversations are important. Got off work early, saw a rabbit running across the road, so all right day. Hey, Cave Witch. But can we have a teacher prep for you? Oh, geez. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, this whole world, this whole universe. Like, I don't know why, but I'm still, like, stuck. My brain's been stuck on, like, Joe Rogan, the podcast bro world, and all that shit. And I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. I do know why I'm stuck on it. Because, like, you know, right now we're in a time when, like, jocks and bros are kind of running everything, and they're running everything into the ground, to be fucking honest, because they're stupid. Like, they're stupid. They're just bullies, and that's how they get their way. It makes sense in a world that's becoming increasingly more fascist, that, like, the bullies and jocks would come out in droves, you know, and they really have. And it's getting really, really annoying because the color looks great to me. Oh, thank you. Really, like, one of the problems I have with, like, when the jocks arrive, all the interesting people just start to become invisible. They start to disappear. And I was catching, like, bits from, like, Joe Rogan's Comedy Mothership, and it's just bad. It's just all bad. It's just all bully humor. You know, I'm just like, wow, nerd culture to jock culture is a weird jump. It is a weird jump. It's a very weird jump. You know, it's a weird jump, and I don't like it because I don't like it because it's not that interesting. So when will the inevitable turnaround be? I have no fucking idea. Well, yeah, Joe Rogan's always been bully humor, but, like, it's got worse. We used to be stoner humor, which is a bit different than bully humor, which is very different than bully humor. But now he's just like a bully, and, like, just Jesus. It's just so sad. So 80s movie stereotypes about jocks are 100% true then. Oh, yeah, they always were. They always were. The truck nuts of stand up. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if that bubble will pop because, like, it's more of a reality bubble. It's more of a reality bubble that they live in. And I don't know what happens with those. I will say that if we want culture to improve, we have to go offline more. Because I'm really starting to think that, like, getting caught in these silos, the wrong word, getting funneled into these like tracks that the internet does is bad for us. It used to be a way for us to like. There used to be ways for us to like reach out and meet new people, but increasingly those are going away. Increasingly it seems like that's disappearing, and that's fucked. It's absolutely fucking fucked. I don't like the idea that the bullies are just gonna fucking get their way, because I know it can't last. But I'm not gonna just sit around and hope that it ends. You know, we have to actually like do something. I just don't know what that thing is. Yeah, the shitification of the internet. I think maybe the old like conventions are a way out of this. I don't think that they've conventions are still a little nerdy, so that might be a good haven. But like this regular world, this regular world is all fucked up. It's all fucked up, and so I don't know what to do except take care of the imagination. I don't really know what to do other than that. Yeah, Jocks took over the internet, and it wasn't just a mistake. It was weird. It's like it just happened, you know, and it was accelerated by COVID, I think, because it got everyone onto the internet. Like, it was already bad. Don't get me wrong, it was already bad, but like, yeah, most we be random shit online. Now it's mainly ads. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like something has gone wrong, massively wrong. And now with this like AI trying to replace artists, it's like, okay, fucking stop. Okay, just stop. It has to be stopped. It fucking has to be stopped. Would I make a Faustian bargain to eliminate the worst parts of the internet? Is that a Faustian bargain, though? What I just really miss is the weirdness. I miss the weirdness, and I miss when internet culture wasn't mainstream culture. Internet culture is now mainstream culture, and it has gone in terrible directions. You know? Have I heard of a game called UFO 50? I've not. Oh, library of 50 games. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's okay. Oh, jocks don't have it in themselves to go deeper, further, or higher in their emotion or mental selves. I think you're right. I think that's really the problem right there. As long as they're winning, you know. As long as they're winning, they don't care. And I don't like that so much of internet culture is trying to mimic bro culture. Fuck that. Like, fuck this. COVID turned me into a book reader. Oh, good. I have. We have just got to do something. You know what I mean? We have got to do something.
I do coke so I can work longer, so I can earn more, so I can do more coke.
I don't know what it is, but I know we can't be listening to I think the other thing about Joe Rogan, the Comedy Mothership, is they're all old, boring white guys. Like, I don't get their humor. It doesn't make me laugh. And all they can come up with is, well, if you don't like us, then you're just jealous. I don't know. I'm more annoyed and mystified. I mean, I get why you're popular. Everyone claps. Like, they clap their flippers because you say the thing that makes them clap their flippers. You know? But I don't see a lot of laugh. Did you see the trailer for Rachel Bloom's comedy specials? I did not.
Once a day, I went to the hospital, and I would go to the NICU and just see my daughter for as long as I could. And I saw the tubes start to come out. I saw the heart monitors start to come off. I saw her get plumper and plumper, and she started to look like my father, and then also my husband, and my husband kind of looks like my father, and that's another show. And the NICU is where they kind of teach me how to be a parent. The NICU is where I learned to change her diaper. It's where they show me how to breastfeed. And I remember the moment that they handed her to me and she latched onto my breast for the first time. And I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. I should do this with a dog.
Okay. Okay, that was funny. Ah. Oh man. You watch Rogan the same way I watched Leno in the 90s? Yeah, yeah. Well, like, yeah, I think the guy's just kind of an idiot.
That experience weakens them and turns them into something that they dismiss.
I would like to feel what it's like to be pregnant.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder if amyl nitrate does that. Like, that's the reason why gay guys like poppers. It's because it
opens them up?
relaxes your asshole muscles.
Is that true? Or
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of, it's like a feeling of euphoria and also relaxing your asshole muscles.
Or how he enjoys engaging in oral sex with a penis from time to time.
Yeah, I can suck my own dick if I wanted to.
No, you
No,
cannot.
you cannot.
Super flexible. You can't.
No,
you
you
that
can't.
far.
You know I can.
Okay, that's just some context for you as we examine this next sequence.
That's how they get cum out of donkeys.
What?
Oof. Okay. Unfortunately, now it sounds like the crowd's initial excitement and enthusiasm is running on fumes, as we've got our first real obvious awkward bomb of the night. The crowd goes completely silent and Joe just stands there like a deer in headlights. But Joe manages to salvage it by stooping to the lowest form of conversation. Remember when?
I used to host Fear Factor. And yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And now, I don't know if this is from excitement and arousal, or from nervousness and fear, likely some combination of both.
Buckets of cum.
But this is the moment Joe starts profusely sweating through the mustard blouse. Perhaps it's nerves from some subconscious realization that his shadow is about to take the wheel and
This is a guy called the Elephant Graveyard.
squirt out a major leak here. Pay attention to this region here and watch how it develops throughout the show. And by the way, oh man, look at that stool behind him just teasing us back there. Stop teasing us, Joe. He knows how to build suspense, that's for sure. Ah man, we are only 5 minutes into this thing and I am just dying for some stool work. We'll have to settle for some ass work for now, I guess.
You take a cattle prod and you stick it up the donkey's ass and you shock his prostate and they just bust.
And then I was like, what does that feel like? What if it's your favorite thing? Like,
There's that
you
leakage.
can't even tell anybody.
It's too bad for Joe. He's too old and his brain is far too calcified to become a new guy in this aspect of his life. It's too deeply rooted. But someone should tell Joe that it's okay to just enjoy that stuff. It's no big deal anymore, Joe. Ass play has gone mainstream. Don't worry about it.
Should we keep hammering? Should we keep hammering?
Keep hammering? What's that?
But instead he settles for keeping it a secret, while releasing a little shadow pressure by revealing his deepest desires live on Netflix for millions of people under the guise of donkeys and aliens. It works for now, but it's not a viable long-term strategy. Now, and I can't believe this, but he's going to bail on his set, and we know he's bailing because Joe has said for years that once he's done a joke on a special, he retires it and never does it again. So here he's really starting to bomb, and is so terrified that he's going to break his own code and fall back into some tried and true material. He is going to Mencia himself here and regurgitate a bit from his 2009 special, Talking Monkeys in Space.
And I'm watching porn on the computer. My girlfriend just opens up the door. You did it while I'm at home. She was really sad about that. And I didn't have the heart to tell her, I do it while you're sleeping right next to me.
She goes, I can't believe you did it while I'm at home. And I'm like,
I do it while you're sleeping right next to me.
Oh man, that's a finely aged 15-year-old classic bit. I'm a little surprised that Rogan broke his code here, but our behavior...
I don't understand the relationship where people get upset over porn. Well, you get upset about me watching porn, take a hike. Take a hike. That's not going away. That ain't ever going away. That never goes away. You know. Because here's the thing. I was always like, are you mad that I'm not fucking you? Because that's different. That's different. That's a different deal. That's a different deal. But like watching porn, yeah, I'm not going to stop watching. I'm not going to stop watching porn. I'm not going to stop watching horror movies. I'm not going to stop playing role-playing games. Forget it. Like, those things are non-negotiable. Those come with the package, and you have to install them. You know?
can change dramatically when faced with an existential crisis like bombing this bad. For example, when people are in the midst of drowning, and someone jumps in to save them, the drowner often ends up inadvertently and tragically murdering their rescuer amid the struggle to save themselves. You do what you gotta do, and I guess when you bomb hard enough, you do what you gotta do to survive too. But unfortunately, that can often be self-defeating.
Here's the thing about jerking off. Everybody does it, but if you get caught, you're a fucking loser.
Uh-oh, this actually sounds like a cope. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but I grew up without an uncle, and that has gifted me with the ability to detect copes. And this has to be a cope. This is way too personal.
You're a fucking loser.
And by the way, not to nitpick, but have you noticed that this is Joe's new default face? Does this look like the face of somebody who's enjoying what they're doing? To me, this face confirms that his heart is not in this anymore, and I just don't get it. Like, why is he still trying to do stand-up? What's the point?
I can't keep doing this.
And man, the sweat stain is evolving rapidly. He's very nervous, and judging by the way he can't stop screaming, he's likely hopped up on stimulants and booze. Joe forgot to mention that also during COVID, he became a bloated alcoholic.
Is somehow or another better than jokes.
Oh, God damn it, I'm sorry, I gotta stay positive. Joe, you're doing great.
Is it?
Joe then goes into a little story about going through airport security high on mushrooms and how wacky that was before swiftly pivoting right into his other passion, the trans.
Men get pregnant. I don't want to say pregnant men. I just don't think it's a good. I think you need extra words. Maybe we should use extra words.
Oh no, there's that silence again. Hearing more and more of that as the audience grows weary.
Trans women are women. How about most? How about almost all? You gotta leave room for crazy.
I don't understand what that joke even is. Like, some women are crazy. It doesn't make them not women. Yeah, that sounds like a cope to me.
Just jokes, folks.
You know, when they put this line in the trailer for this thing, I thought he must have said something truly edgy, but now I'm seeing it as actually a massive cope, uttered during a major bombing.
Just jokes, folks. No one's getting hurt.
Notice that sniff there? That is one of Joe's tells. He does it on the podcast all the time. It's a nervous tick that comes out when he feels awkward about something embarrassing he just said. We all have our tells and ticks, guys. Mine used to be that I'd look to the side. But I got over it and am back on the straight and narrow.
You disrespectful motherfucker.
Oh, wait. Oh my God. Yes, he's approaching the stool. Here we go, yes. Now's his chance to win him back. No, damn it, just another tease. And by the way, why didn't Joe film this in his comedy spaceship? That's too bad. I'm surprised he wouldn't want to give the place some easy advertising. Joe is normally very prolific with his advertising work, often able to squeeze several dozen ads into one podcast episode.
I opened up a comedy club in Austin, Texas.
Oh, I knew it. There's the ad. But did you catch the sniff?
Thank you very much.
Guess he's a little ashamed to be doing this, but Joe is the king of slipping ads in everywhere, sometimes without you even noticing. And here he goes shamelessly promoting his club, disguising it as a joke.
I opened up a comedy club in Austin, Texas a year and a half ago.
This is a comedy pop-up ad. It's spam. It wasn't necessary, just a real-life pop-up ad.
Suddenly, every man in a dress is stunning and brave.
Okay, great. I was worried he wasn't going to get back to the trans. Oh, the trans.
You can walk through the women's locker room with a hard cock, and anybody who complains is a Nazi.
Seriously, though, these aren't really jokes. This is all just his regular podcast banter he's been doing for the past 5 years, just yelled on a stage in front of an audience. And the bombs are piling up, that sweat stain is growing, and it is a sad thing. I'm sorry, guys, I tried to be positive, but there is such a thing as toxic positivity. And I gotta say, this special is terrible and beyond salvaging. Possibly career-ending.
You can't just put lipstick on, now you can shit in the women's room. Like, oh my God, all of a sudden it's a hate rally.
Yeah, actually, kinda is. Doesn't help that this guy looks exactly like Mussolini.
I'm not prejudiced. I think it's China. I think they got us with TikTok. Craziest thing is they make our phones. That's supposed to be our enemy, and they make our phones. Do you know how dumb that is? I just want to say, honestly, I admire what they've done.
A lot of people miss this, but the Joe Rogan Spotify deal was in part financed by the Chinese Communist Party. Spotify is owned in part by Tencent, whose CEO, Pony Ma, has openly vowed to uphold the goals and desires.
Yeah, basically one of the things that I definitely noticed is that foreign powers have put a lot of fucking money into like the crappy media that we absorb, including Joe Rogan. Because he is kind of the news now.
Of the CCP. So it's odd that Joe would complain about this TikTok China stuff because he is most likely, whether he realizes it or not.
All right, first of all, the CCP is not North Korea. Come on, Elephant Graveyard. Come on.
So it's odd that Joe would complain about this TikTok China stuff.
Oh, wait, no, I made the mistake. That's Xi Jinping. I thought that was fucking, what's his nuts?
Because he is most likely, whether he
I was wrong.
Realizes it or not, a weapon of propaganda used by the Chinese government to sow chaos in America.
Yep.
All you got to do is follow the money. That's the one good thing I learned from Joe's podcast. And now something starts to happen and I can't believe I'm even saying this, but Joe actually goes full Brendan Schaub with this wonderful Chinese voice he does here.
Oh, look, there's Harry!
Mr. Schaub, after you numb your lip, you need many, many stitches. This be worse pain in your life.
With all these big criticisms about our infrastructure!
Well, that is rough, but at least he's not straight up copying Brendan's jokes, right?
My life would be so much easier if I was just gay as shit.
I wish I was gay. It looks way easier.
We'd like play video games all day. We'd work out. At night, we'd fuck each other.
You're hanging out with only guys? No one can get pregnant?
That is a low that is so low where I never expected Joe to go. Stealing from Brendan Schaub. My God, if that is not the death knell of a comedy career, then I don't know what is. Brendan Schaub quit comedy after releasing that special, and it only stands to reason that if Joe is stealing from it, then he ought to do the same.
If like a cop went into a serious
He just won't stop screaming.
playing sports,
This joke doesn't need to be yelled. If everything is yelled, then you can't emphasize anything. So this whole thing just kind of becomes white noise. It all just flows and blends together meaninglessly. It's stimulating but meaningless, which is basically what his podcast is, a screensaver for the brains of failed warehouse forklift operators, sat at home chewing on oxys and collecting Pogie. All right, what else did Danny Benito say here?
if you're getting your vaccine advice from me,
Oh, great.
is that really my fault?
Next, he goes into his routine of, I'm just a shithead comedian, don't take me seriously.
I'm a professional shit talker, okay? Don't take my advice.
This special is just PR now, this is not comedy. He knows nobody normal listens to his show anymore, so he can't reach them on his podcast. But normies watch Netflix, and a lot of them are going to be checking out what that guy whose podcast they can't believe they used to listen to, and have to try and remember to whom they admitted listening to it, and cringe with pure embarrassment about that. They want to see what that guy's up to. So this is Joe's chance to get some good damage control in.
They tried to use that quote as proof
That's where I am.
that I'm homophobic.
That's where I am. That's probably one of the reasons I'm still so fascinated with this guy. Like, I used to put this guy on, think he was okay. I never thought he was the smartest guy, but I think he was smart enough to host a show. And his guests were usually interesting. I didn't like all of them, but the more like fucking down the right-wing hate machine he went, the less I cared. The less I liked him. To the point where, like, I don't listen to his crap. I have to put on a review of his Netflix special to give a shit enough about watching him to learn anything.
First of all, it's not true, but if
He's literally just reenacting one of his many Instagram apology soliloquies, and it is just so fucking tedious to listen to. He gets into his famous N-word controversy, and sorry to say, he's still doing that propaganda where he tries to convince everyone that he only said it when quoting other people saying it, which obviously is a lie. Here's a clip from the first ever Joe Rogan podcast.
Once I get the internet to do it, I'll make it HD so you can see how ugly I am. Like, that nigga's ugly. That nigga's ugly.
They forgot to delete that one during Spotify's extensive Operation N-word cleanup.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about context. So, I'm not racist, but if I was gonna quote...
Oh, Joe, you should have just let this one go. This PR is embarrassing.
I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this.
I thought everybody would understand. Here's the thing about these words. You can't say them.
Damn, 6 years of honing this material and he's got to pad the back half of the special with PR. Oh, that's bad. But he still doesn't stray too far from the gay stuff, as that shadow continues to seep out.
I love gay men.
Joe's shadow is now in total control and is just leaking all over the place. And now, with the shadow in control here, he's going to steal another joke, this time from Bill Burr.
You know this thought when you're in your car and the light turns green, but the scooters keep coming and you just want to go to jail?
I have a lot of fucked up thoughts, man. I do. You ever drive down the street and see like 30 people up on a sidewalk and you just think...
Now that's at least 2 stolen jokes in this special, so that's bad. And this is the guy who got famous for calling out Carlos Mencia for stealing jokes.
If someone steals a riff from a song, that shit's in the news constantly. Yeah. Motherfuckers steal shit and make it on HBO,
Netflix.
put it on television.
Not only did he steal material from Brendan Schaub, but he really just became the new Mencia tonight. I can't believe it. Talk about full circle. The shit hero's journey. So who is going to step up and be the new Joe Rogan to the new Carlos Mencia? I nominate Joe List. Come on, Joe, stand up for comedy. Go after Joe Rogan aggressively, please.
I send my wife pictures of other dudes' dicks.
This is please, Joe, please, we don't need to know this. And as his deepest secrets are spilling out against his will, Joe is fully lactating now, leaking both psychically and physically.
San Antonio, I love you to death. Thank you very much.
And now it's all over. It's finally done. 6 years. And they really dipped into the budget for this closing credits music, which sounds like it's ripped straight from the Ken Griffey Jr. game for Super Nintendo. Well, I guess if I had one sentence that could sum this thing up, it'd be...
I hate dumb people that are confident, you know?
Try again?
I hate dumb people that are wrong and confident.
And now that that's done, every comic on every podcast is going to spend the next 6 months raving about how Joe murdered and killed and massacred and chopped up all the bodies into little tiny chunks, threw them in the Austin River, whatever that's called.
Laugh out loud. Yeah. Dude, I like it because him saying the N-word, so funny. So funny. It said the N-word? Oh, it's so good. It was so good, man. That's good.
Really?
That's good. It's so good. Yeah. And then he was talking about the word retard.
They'll kiss the ring for that podcast invite, and the cycle of comedy shit will go on and on and on. But, like we've discussed here before, everything has its cycle. Joe has completely run out of ideas, and his mind is ruined by social media. It can happen, it can. Joe has never been very good at comedy, but somehow he gets to be the #1 guy, the big gatekeeper. He's our era's Johnny Carson, and getting the invite to Joe's podcast is the new bringing you over to the couch or whatever. This special will go down as Joe's last. He's like 60 or 70 years old, and it's clear that his heart isn't in it anymore. This thing was just a greatest hits montage of the worst era of this guy's podcast, condensed into an hour.
Did you just assume my gender?
Every great has their final moments, and sometimes we don't even realize it's a final moment until it's already passed us by. Wayne Gretzky had his final goal, his final shift. Michael Jordan, his final dunk.
There he is, whacking the back door.
Elvis, his final song. The last time you ever pick up your son, your final summer sunset, and Joe Rogan, his final stool hump. Gotta go back to 2016. We didn't even realize it at the time, but we were witnessing Joe's final stool fucking. Gotta appreciate every moment like it's the last, guys. He didn't mount that thing once during this special. So disappointing. You gotta play the hits, Joe, come on. And now he's this sad Charles Foster Kane figure. All the money in the world and never satisfied, all his decent friends scared away. The only friends he has left just kiss his ass and tell him he's amazing. That's the only explanation for him thinking this was his greatest set of all time leading up to this live stream. No real friend would allow Joe to gringo poppy himself. Now this Netflix thing is getting panned by just about everyone. And despite Joe insisting that he doesn't read comments, it's obvious that he does. And the feedback from this thing is going to wound him deeply. And the weird thing is, he didn't even need to do this. He's got more money than he knows what to do with. He just did this because he still wants people to think he's funny. This guy literally cries when he talks about becoming a stand-up and getting passed at the Comedy Store. He wants to be a comic so bad, and he's just getting torn apart out there.
Who knows what kind of bullshit act I would have had if I didn't run into Mitzi, if I didn't get passed at the store. One of the reasons why she passed me is a trick that we all used to do. I learned from the Todd. He would sit in the back of the room And he would sat next to Mitzi while Mitzi watched me, and he would laugh hard. I went up there and I did my set, and he laughed really hard. Mitzi just grabbed my arm. She goes, "You're really funny."
Wow.
Call in for spots. You're a paid regular.
Wow.
That was more important to me than any TV show. Like, the TV show was just a lot of money. It was I couldn't sleep that night. I was like, I'm a paid regular. Like, I'm a real comedian. I'm a real comedian. I'm at the store. I'm a real comedian. I'm at the Comedy Store. Dude, I always knew I was going there. It was a religious calling, and the Comedy Store was terrible. And there was all these people that she passed that were like, I'm telling you, talentless.
January 6th, lock them up, lock them all up.
The sad thing is, despite it being the meaning of life or whatever, Joe's legacy will not be his comedy. He will be remembered as the stool humper who won the entertainment industry lottery, then voluntarily let the world collectively watch him go insane on the internet over the course of thousands of hours of podcasting. A cautionary tale of money chasing, Dunning-Kruger, and unreconciled childhood trauma. And now Joe's really painted himself into a corner with this new Guy Texas project of his, and even his new audience has started to turn on him. Now he's truly up a creek, waist deep in the big muddy, because he made the mistake of expressing a political opinion on his podcast, an alleged holy citadel of free speech. Those new fans of his say he endorsed the wrong guy for president, and they are pissed. Joe's dusted off and wheeled out his apology podium once again, but it's too late. And now Trump is using his sorcery to turn his guys against Joe, even encouraging UFC fans to start booing him at the next event. Joe's in a bind, and it's a beautiful bind. If Trump loses, all these guys are going to blame Joe and actively despise him forever. And if Trump wins, well, he has vowed to seek vengeance on all his critics in the media, which now includes Joe, who will only remain safe as long as his Navy SEAL pals stay loyal. Oh boy, that is bad. The world is leaving Joe behind. And just like Johnny Carson, I expect Joe will also become just a reclusive, depressed, rich guy, holed up in his own personal Alamo, surrounded by rock-hard retired Navy SEAL guys just snorting HGH and going on popper-fueled social media binges, just like Johnny. And before I go, there was one joke I did enjoy.
The funniest way for me to die is if I die from COVID.
Okay, yes, it would. An honest bit, and that was actually a good joke. I enjoyed that. But I do have to disagree. It would be much funnier if he was discovered dead and frozen solid inside his famous ice bath. Just frozen over with nothing but a bit of bald scalp and 2 rock-hard frozen nipples poking through the ice layer on top. Well, now that Joe's stand-up cycle is finally closed, he'll be sent off to be with the other former greats, who have come and gone in and out of our lives like clouds that wisp together in the summer sky, where they are formed into ephemeral shapes, then blown away. And so we all too will blow away. So enjoy it while it lasts, guys. We'll all be gone soon, thank God. Appreciate each moment like it's your last, because it could be. Thanks for everything, Joe. Thank you for your service. You fought long and hard, very hard. But now it's time to burn the boats. Please stay in your castle and never do comedy again, please. Burn down this shitty Joe Rogan sphere of influence and finally allow the comedy ecosystem to regrow from its ashes. The only thing good that could come out of this special is that it hopefully destroys Joe's comedy ambitions completely and he finally retires. But I do believe him when he says that this was the hardest he's ever worked at anything. This is the guy who couldn't handle more than 2 weeks of working in construction, the only real job he's ever had, and whose idea of hardship is spending 30 minutes in a sauna. Something regular people do to relax. I give this thing a 1 out of 5. Thanks. And sorry. Gotta go.
You were supposed to be up 30 minutes ago. It's time for school.
What?
Buddy, I know you're not really dead. Now go put your sock on. Okay. You know, one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna actually be dead. And then you're gonna be really sorry. The boy who cried dead. Alright, well I guess dead boys don't get frozen rats in their lunchbox.
Whiplash! Oh, and listen to your father.
Steven, you were supposed to be up 30 minutes ago. It's time for school.
What?
Ah. Oh, Rudolph's Shiny New Year. Yeah. Was depression. Oh, man. I wonder if, like, there was one oh, God, I've shown this so many times. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if I could find it. I don't know if it exists anymore. Let's see, is this... Oh, no.
I take your game.
No, not saying it. Damn. Nah. Where's the OG? Is it Tendobo Meets God? I don't think so. No, looks like we lost it. It's somewhere in there. I don't feel like looking all over for it. Ah, man. But yeah. I'm so fascinated. I'm so strangely fascinated with badness. You know, because I'm always like, what happened?
Steven, you were supposed to be up 30.
You know, because... No, I've just come to the conclusion that, like, the era of comedy holding up a lens is just kind of over, man, you know? Nintendo, let's break your console for $500 console because fuck you. Oh, man. But like trying to figure out, like, I try to figure out, like, why the bullshit happens, and honestly, I don't always come away with an answer. Bubsy. Oh God, I don't care about Bubsy. I don't give a shit. You know. God. I don't need to know about Bubsy. Fuck Bubsy. Bubsy. No. No, I refuse. I refuse. But we've got really bad comedians taking center stage again. We've got fucking cryptocurrencies running shit. We've got fucking AI run amok. Like, what the hell is happening? What the hell is going on? A niche market where jocks can do the bare minimum, hold down a job, take over, and ruin it. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what they do with everything. You know? You know, that's kind of what happens when it's all like, you know, like, oh, it's all about what you do in sports. Sports. I don't give a shit about no sports. I don't give a shit about no sports. You know? Yeah, we're entering the dark ages, baby. Entering the dark ages. What can we do about it? I really don't know. I really don't know. I really, 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 really don't know. Maybe we need you know what? Hold on. Where? Let's see. Is this it? Nah, that's not it. This will be good. This will be good. Maybe we need music. Maybe a little music there. Let's see. Hey, Jack, Babylon question. Are there some Nightingale types that are human before they turn? Yes. Yes, there are. Have I seen the trailer for Death Cycle? I have not. Let's see. What's this trailer all about?
Fractured skull, broken pelvis, lacerated liver, and 2 blood transfusions.
That is horrible.
It was an accident. At least that's what they say it was.
You don't think so?
I don't know what to think.
There's shit going on. There always is. Your brother's dead. Somebody had problems with the Sullivans. And if it's not you, then who?
I swear she
She has something to do with Eddie and Ray.
There was a hit and run last night involving 2 women. Only one of them died.
I want you to talk to her. I need you to hear her story.
Eddie, talk. Everything. Everything!
All right, we'll give that a shot. Give that a shot.
Logically speaking, the distance between 2 points, however near, may be said to be infinite because it is infinitely divisible. But we do cross the infinite at every step and meet the eternal in every second. Therefore is no such thing as finitude. It is but a maya, an illusion, 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 an illusion.
Valor Mortis. Oh yes, I have. I have seen this video. All right, I think I am gonna log off for now. You know, kind of run out of things to say, and I'm just like gonna going over negativity, kind of ruminating. That's not great. Yeah, I was able to talk to my dad tonight. Actually, that's what I was doing at around like that's what I was doing earlier, which is why I came on later. You know, so like he's doing all right. I mean, like his mom died, so very upset. But like he's doing about as well as can be expected. You know. I worry about him a little bit simply because I'm so far away. But I think he's all right. As about as well as can be expected. Check out video games on the Discord channel. Yeah, I see it. I see Busby. I see Bubsy. All right. Good night, everyone. Obviously, Disco Inferno. Remember, Satan, I love you all very much.